Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, so did a Dawnbreaker toll today. This was my talents. Yeah. I'm no longer playing Defender's Aegis. I don't find it necessary. And I very much think that Impenetrable Wall is a better talent. So my theory is coming down to that we just need to get comfortable with whatever we're playing to play Impenetrable Wall. Because with Impenetrable Wall, you could potentially drop Blood Surge as well and get that, but it's very tight. This is the route we did. First pull. We lost second pull. Go third, go fourth, go boss. We do pull 5, go mini boss, go pull 9, lost this. He flushed this up. Then we went for this one. This is a quick split. Then we do, based off of if you have CDs or not, you do this or this pull. If you have CDs, you do this pull. Sorry, you go boss, then you do this pull after boss if you have CDs. If you don't have CDs, you can play this first. Then this is another recovery pull before going up. It's a bit weird. You can do it more efficiently than we actually did, but playing with random people, the only person I know is actually the healer, or that I've actually played anything extra with. I should have speared already. There's not too much special in this. I think it's the Nightfall Ritualist Tormenting Ray, which actually hurts. It targets 2 players. We're gonna go at 1.5 times speed and do watch out for casts. The Curse Blade gets attack speed stacks. Actually, these don't seem to be getting it. They've got no stacks. So I don't know, but they should be getting attack speed stacks. Once you kill that pack, you lock up this, and here we're gonna have one commander. He does 2 casts, the race as well as a big shield. Then we have the Curse Blade getting the attack speed casts. Sorry, buffs, not casts. And then we also have the Shadow Mages, right? And they're doing just bolts as well as some kind of debuff curse, I think. I'm actually not too sure, but I think it's just kick in general. And watch out for the bolts. It's three things to kick: the Shadow Mage and the commanders. Right, I don't think that's too bad. It's mostly just overlaps in general that is bad with the Ritualist, sorry. Ritualist and Commander. They're doing different things. So this is another debuff. I actually didn't know it was different guys. I thought they were both commanders. So one guy's on Commander and one guy, sorry, the rest rotate on the Shadow Mage, I think. I think the Ritualist is probably nothing that's kickable. But this is the pull we usually lost. Watch out for the bleeds, they do fucking hurt. But it's not a very bad pull. A very hard pull is what I mean. I'm being a bit weird in my talking today. Then we go this way. Bam. This is not a big deal. 2 Curse Blades, 1 Shadow Mage, 1 Web Mage. Try to get reflects out on the Web Mage and do watch out for HP. It does hurt and you do want a lot of defensives for the next boat, as well as the first boss fucking slaps, by the way. First boss is a bit rough. A lot of bosses in this dungeon is a bit rough. Remember to toggle the barrels, we go other side. This pack can also be a bit rough, but it shouldn't really be. I try to hold my Stormform for panicking. Curse Blade again gets stacking. And Nightfall Commander does a cast, which if it goes off, it gives a shield to every enemy. And as well as when those shields break, I think it's AoE damage, something like that. In general, just kick it. The Web Mage does a bolt on tank as well as a web on someone else, which actually hurts quite a lot, I think, AoE wise, especially on higher keys. So probably use a defensive on it. The this boss It's only messy for a tank, I think. And it can also be messy if you've got a full melee comp. The beam is a tank buster as well. Do not stand in the beam and use the defensive. In general, you could probably hold your demo shout and spell effect for like 5 seconds and then use it from the start to mitigate the first one, and then you could probably shield wall the second one, spell block the third one. Then you choose, but probably demo shout spell effect again, or demo shout last stand, or even last stand rallying cry. But you need something, otherwise you're fucked. Fucking hurts. So I got shield wall again, and you can also keep in mind that you get a few seconds free after it goes in the air, but you can also have a bad timing considering that I'm losing my thoughts. Considering that, you know, if I just use shield wall now, I'm not gonna have any callback, and if it was just a collapsing beam, what the fuck, collapsing night is what it's called, and then the phase, and then it's gonna come again probably. Like it's coming now again. So this was actually not too bad. I might be wrong on that. Maybe there's no bad RNG. The other things this boss does is a bolt on tank, which doesn't hurt, but it's a nice reflect. The poo-poo on the ground, which is generally baited on the 2 furthest players. So try to bait it good. Thank you. Well, I actually thought that to begin with as well, Shock. That I died from standing in the beam. But every time I died, it was actually a tank buster. Now, keep in mind that was day 1 or day 2. Alright, we're gonna start with landing outside church. We would have played the other pack first, but we pulled this by accident, so we're going for this, and I'm like, nah, fuck it, we're not gonna play things separately. Would be very, very tight then, so pull those in. Do watch out for the Shadow Walkers here, they fucking hurt. They're doing a Dark Rush, you can see it, you can most likely spell block this, at least I think so. I'm not 100% certain, I just know that whenever I've pressed that button, it's not hurt too much. Watch out for the Tormenting Beams, but they're not too big of a deal. The Manifested Shadows does a Rot, which he throws on 2 targets, 3 targets maybe even, which hurts quite a bit. No, it should be 2 targets only. But what really hurts you as a tank is the Shadow Walkers. So try and look for one to stun eventually, etc. So you can see that hurt quite a bit. I was taking 1.08 million damage taken per second. This mini boss, you should probably tank where I'm tanking it, because other people can lose the Abyssal Blast, so meaning that if they keep on losing, you can force it onto the DK, which can AMS it. Same with Paladin and Bubble, etc. So probably want to get ready to lose. That way they can lose both sides. Does an Abyssal Blast, this doesn't actually hurt the tank. Apart from that, rinse, repeat. Now we are getting Lust, but I'm letting my healer drink a bit. Then we're going to the house across. And I'm surprised that that this pull is going more than fine. Like, it's not an issue at all. It doesn't feel like I should have lusted this. Maybe they've actually, I don't know, nerfed these mobs. Because, you know, when they... Okay, the Ascendant with Coxria is doing a massive AoE, as well as the debuffs, same as the previous mini-boss. The Tacticians is doing a frontal, as well as they get enraged, slowing their movement speed, as well as increasing their damage done by a lot. So, ideally you would probably kite this, but we don't want to play these mobs around here because they're bad to play. So, then you'd like a Soothe, but instead we're just lusting it. This pull is a bit naughty when you take it together with the mini-boss. It's more than doable. But you as a tank should always be standing on left or right side to bait the frontal from the tactician over there. So DPS and healer always has free room to bait the orb over here too, because you do not want to make the orb go into a wall close by, because the orb deals damage based off of how far it's traveled. The further, the less damage. Pulling the mini boss now. So I was like, fuck it, okay, we're chaining now. If I can fucking target it. I don't think that was the only reason. I think Gandhi was also talking. Do not stand in the orb. Gives you a naughty debuff, hurts a lot. But this guy is doing the orb as well as the rot. Not much else to think about. Bait the orb good. Kill it off. But it does hurt. Quite a lot. Okay. Next is boss. This boss also hurts a lot. He's doing a few things. He's doing Dark Orb to begin with, which is the same orbs as the previous mini-boss did. Spawns, goes away, hurts a lot. Look at it go off. It's gonna blast, bam. He does a Tank Buster, which is that, which is doing both. First, it's physical damage, so make sure you've got shield block up, as well as facing the boss. Don't turn your back to the boss. I think my statement is correct about this at least. Then it's also magic damage on it as well. So use something. This is not as hard to mitigate around. It's not only physical damage. So I spell block it and it matters a lot, I think. Which I'm surprised now that I think about it. He spawns ads. Watch out, do not let the cast go through. That kills. He does Shadowy Decay, which is massive. So this is an overlap. The overlap is happening 140 in. I'm gonna type that to him. So the overlap happens at 140. Like in a matter of, let's just check that overlap. In a matter of, let's give it closer. Sorry, that was too late. I will pause. Here. We want to pause. We've taken 29, 30, 33, 34, 65. In a matter of what's going to be like 4 seconds. This is one tick, right? We took about 4 million damage each. Meaning 20 million damage. Then this is another 8 per player. So that's pretty nuts. Adds again, Dark Orb again into AoE or Terrifying Slam. Terrifying Slam, thank God. See, there I was fine with mitigating it with just spell effect. I don't know, this feels weird. Feels like I'm taking less damage from a lot of things. I don't know why. Huh. Oh well, let's go past this bit. We're not starting with this pack, we're waiting for a mage as well as our healer, so we're taking double tactician, 1 darkcaster, and 3 darkcasters and 1 AoE dude. This is not a big deal, just watch out for the tacticians as a tank, but you cannot be kiting forever because they do need your stops. It's a pretty easy pull in my opinion, but it's still a bit hectic. So, you know, with pugs, I don't know what they actually manage. Can manage what they used to, etc. And I would say we're going pretty chill, like we're respecting the healer, etc. This is chill pull, I think, but we're still focusing skull. I'm actually not too sure about what the fuck they're doing, but at some point they can hurt so fucking much. So that. So I guess it's when they go they pump. Yeah, which should be about what, 1 minute into fight maybe. Because okay, they're doing it already, but this is what fucking hurts. But I don't know why he's doing it now. That's 60 yards, by the way, so you can't outrange it either. But that fucking hurts. If you get both at the same time, it hurts a lot. These Shadow Walkers, by the way, this is gonna represent. It feels like these two are bugged somehow. I'm gonna be taking so fucking much damage from this pull, even if I had one additional Shadow Walker previously in another pull. Right, in the first pull with it outside here, I had one additional one. We had one more manifested shadow as well, but no tactician. Like there, in a split second, I went from taking 9 million. It's gonna happen now because we're getting both Umbral rushes, I think. Fuck. I'm taking like 15 million damage in a second. Yeah. 14 million in like a second. We procced, which is fine. Now I'm scared though. Not scared, but I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Doesn't make sense. I still want to see what that fuck actually happened. If it was double. Yeah, it's double. And now again, bam. And then a melee. If I wouldn't have had cheat there, I would have died. But I also probably would have spell blocked then and played differently, so. Da -da -da -da. Okay, now we just got mini boss left. And last boss, obviously. This hurts. You want a pre-spread. Doing damage in a circle. You want to pre-spread. Sag. Still fine though. You could consider lusting here, by the way. But I'm not too sure about that, actually. But it's definitely a possibility. And please respect this first phase. Let your healer heal, and everyone else goes for bombs. Don't do it as a tank. I think there's times we actually can jump out and do it, but this boss is, well, version of Mythic as well. Doesn't matter. He's doing frontal cone thingy. Webs, don't stand in that. It's based off of where people are standing, by the way, so try to stand in the middle and stack. Spawns bombs. 3 bombs at a time. When he spawns the bombs, he also does an erosive spray, applying a poison debuff on everyone. So not a poison debuff, just a debuff that deals nature damage, I believe. Hurts like a fucking truck. We should have used AMZ up here, by the way. Well, we're fine. Got 5, almost 6 minutes whilst going down. This flight is taking, what, like 50 seconds? It's crazy. I don't know if it's taking that long, but it's taking quite some time. Yeah, it's taking about 50 seconds. It's crazy. Kick this, otherwise it's gonna hurt. Does waves and webs. The waves you the waves you want to put on the webs so they get, like, basically, I don't know, sprayed away. So we got a web on left side. When we put a wave onto it, it's gonna make it way smaller and as a poison puddle, basically. Boss is gonna die at around 60%. I think the lowest we've ever had it to is 59. Right, we lost it, and that's why I've got Giga shield block uptime. Apart from that, it does hurt when he's doing... Well, this hurts when they snap it. It's a bit AoE damage, so do be careful if you're the one snapping. Dodge the frontals. It's a pretty straightforward thing, but this spray really fucking hurts. And sadly, I've got healing done overall, so you can't see what the healer is actually doing specifically here. But you can see that most of the people are taking tank damage. Cross DKs are definitely too fucking tanky. It's crazy. That was, however, Dawnbreaker 12. GG's. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped you. Hope you liked it. Thank you.